I'm Mark.
And I'm Kara.
And this is Action Figure Happy Hour, Episode 2. Today we're going to unbox Rocket Raccoon from Endgame by Hot Toys. So we're going to see what this little trash panda looks like. And Kara, what are you going to make for us today?
Well, to go with Mr. Rocket Raccoon, we're making a rocket booster, a drink made with Campari, and what? Tang! Let's do it.
I'm skeptical, but I am excited.
Be excited.
Well, let's jump into Rocket, open up this box, and the quicker I get through this, the quicker I get to try a rocket booster. All right, let's get to unboxing Rocket Raccoon. This is the Endgame Rocket Raccoon by Hot Toys, so it's not Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. It's not from Volume 2. This is specifically Endgame. As you can see on this beautiful box, it's a little bit different costume, complete with scarf and goggles, which actually kind of harkens back to the way Rocket was originally designed in the comic books.
Tell me something, Rocket.
Rocket comes with a lot of fun goodies. I'm really excited about this particular figure. The sculpt on Rocket is pretty much the same that you've seen from Hot Toys before. He's got the same facial expression and his whiskers. What's different about him is the costume this time. From head to toe, a little bit of a different look for Rocket. He's also wearing gloves this time, which is different for him. He's got 2 holsters, of which he can store his blasters, which comes with 2 of these little pistols. It does say in the instructions, only the pistols can go in the holster. You cannot put the larger blaster into his holster, but you can choose. It comes with 2 of each, either 2 of these big blasters or 2 of the pistols. He also comes with 2 scarves because Rocket Raccoon is very fancy, very much a fashion icon. You can either use this little scarf, which does have a wire in it, so you can pose it, or strangely enough, it comes with this sculpted scarf. So if you like sculpted, it's going to sit on him perfectly, or you can do the whole thing with the wire and the fabric and blowing in the wind. I think this is the coolest accessory Rocket comes with, the Infinity Gauntlet. So he can actually stand there and hold this, just like the scene in the movie where he's trying to help the rest of the Avengers get it away from Thanos so that they can use this guy and save us all. And I think this is how I'm going to pose Rocket, is holding the Infinity Gauntlet. Let us not forget, he comes with not 1, but 2 sets of goggles, little tiny little goggles that he can either wear on his head like this, or he can actually wear it on his face. And it comes with a bunch of different hands, obviously, for him to grip his pistols. And it also comes with this little thing, which I think is the ether that they took out of Jane Foster when Rocket and Thor went back to Asgard and they went back in time. So he can also hold this that he has yanked out of Natalie Portman. Pretty standard Hot Toys stand, and it does have a little jumpy action stand if you want Rocket to fly or jump around. So while Kara makes a drink, I'm gonna get him set up and then we'll see what he looks like after that.
Man, that is a cute figure. But Rocket's got a lot of attitude. So we felt like a rocket booster was the best drink. To celebrate his sassiness, a rocket booster is a Campari-based drink. If you guys drink Negronis, you're familiar with that. It's sort of a bitter, orangey type flavor. And Tang. And I don't know how old you are. Tang used to come in a powder substance, but now it's in these convenient little squirt bottles. They do actually still sell Tang in the powder form and in a bottle form, right? And we're using this cool little squirt bottle, which I kind of like. It's futuristic and small, like Rocket. And Tang actually was made popular by astronauts in the 1960s. Since Rocket goes to space, then we thought it would be great to honor him with a little bit of Tang. I think he'd like it. I think he'd be into it.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but Rocket probably will.
And you have to add this to 8 ounces of water. So we've already done that for you. And because I was gonna say Trooper, which is our dog's name, he reminds me very much of Rocket Raccoon.
True.
Because Rocket can be cold as ice sometimes, we're also making our rocket booster a chilled drink. We've also already For two reasons, chopped up the ice. One, because if you pre-chop it, it gets this really cool snow cone type consistency. The other reason is blenders are friggin' loud. So pour that in. Tangy.
8 ounces of Tang.
8
plus
ounces.
How many cups of ice was that?
That's 4 cups of ice. We're gonna do 2 shots of vodka. That's a shot per person. So again, if you're doing this drink by yourself,
Still 2 shots.
still 2 shots. Okay, yeah, I like it. You're gonna do 1 shot of Campari. So again, if you were doing 1 drink, do a half, but we're doing 2. We're gonna add 1 shot of our simple syrup. We're going to just squeeze a little bit of honey. I would say a tablespoon. We've already put simple syrup in this, and I don't love things to be super sweet, so I'm just gonna do 1 little fart squirt like that.
And I assume all this syrup and honey is to kind of cut the bitterness of the Campari.
Yeah, just to give it a balance. That's the thing. I mean, it's the same with cooking, right? You want to have your balances. And then we're just gonna fire away. And I'm gonna pause the sound for a minute so you don't have to have your ears invaded. That looks so good. Look at that color. Do we wanna,
Let me get in there. Wow.
I mean, like really get it.
Wow.
So frothy. Just pour and serve. Don't spill it. I'm so good at this. Oh, it smells really good. Very, very orangey. Would you like to come over here, Mark, and try it?
You bet.
Okay, get over here.
Oh. All right, here we go. Bottoms up. Tastes almost a little bit like a creamsicle. I don't know what I would describe that as. Like it's almost like
An orange soda. An orange Julius?
a little bit of like an alcoholic orange Julius.
Yeah, keep the kids away.
Here's to you, Rocket. So here we have the finished product, Rocket Raccoon by Hot Toys from Endgame. As you can see, I've got him posed holding the Infinity Gauntlet, which was kind of what I wanted to do all along. I just think that's such a cool accessory. It really looks great. I love how it's basically half as big as Rocket himself. Blasters in the holsters, and I went with the sculpted scarf rather than the fabric scarf just because it's a little bit easier to deal with at this point. I love the costume. I think this is a great little figure. It's probably my favorite Rocket yet, and if you've got the Rockets from Volume 1 or from Volume 2, costume is different enough and the accessories are so much fun that I think it's worth the money to add a 3rd Rocket to your collection. I certainly did.
And of course, no Rocket figure is complete without some booze. Here's your Rocket booster, Campari, vodka, and Tang. Who would have thunk it? Enjoy and dream of going to space.
Thanks for joining us on episode 2 of Action Figure Happy Hour. Today we brought you the new Hot Toys Rocket Raccoon Avengers Endgame 1/6 scale figure and
a Rocket booster made with Campari, vodka, and Tang. Tang.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Not me.
I mean, I feel like spacey.
Word of warning, a little stiff. Just the way Rocket would like it.
Yeah, he would.
Join us next time on Action Figure Happy Hour. We're going to have special appearances by Natasha Romanoff.
Whoa.
And we're going to be making you an extra special cocktail to go along with one of Kara's favorites, Black Widow.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye. Cheers. Tell me something, Rocket.